I know, like often I'll give like people like notes on tapes being like, just be more natural. Like I should get behind the camera and then I'll realize how hard it is. I'm like, you're lacking naturalism. And then I get behind the camera and I'm like, she's not. My name's Bri Ilarda and I am a talent manager. My now wife, Carly, when I met her, she was a talent manager, and it was at the stage where I was transitioning out of athletics. So just kind of found my new passion and picked it up from her. I was very humbled when I first entered because I noticed that the work you put in was not always the output, like the result. So at first it was very humbling and it was hard to adjust to because I was seeing all these amazing actors and talent and tapes, and where I was like, oh my God, a callback, and I just thought it was the greatest thing. And I learned, like Carly was really great like that in terms of like helping me help people manage expectations, and I've become a little bit more grounded to the point where like we bounce off each other, as like if she gets too excited, I'm like, let's just wait till the offer comes in, you know? Like, so I think that was a big learning curve for me at first, being like, okay, this is how the industry works, and it can be ruthless, and it can have all these promises that just don't follow through. So I think I've taken that tool into this, managing people's expectations and like, you know, being super open to like other opportunities for them, and just being ready for what's next. The way I would explain it in my eyes is like I got a bit of whiplash because I entered in the thick of COVID, so everything was like super slow to start with, and then people like, you know, it'll pick up, this is what it's all about, Hollywood, like it's rah rah rah, like don't blink, you'll miss it. And I felt a little bit of that, I want to say like last year, and we had a really good year with bookings and shows, and I felt like, okay, like this is it, like we're rolling, and this happened. So I felt like I'm now at a halt again, where now I would say in my position I'm more absorbing everything, seeing who is around me and how they're affected has been so interesting. I've never been in such a money game before with people that are so high. I've never worked with CEOs and like with actors, and it's all just very new to me, and I think that's been the biggest thing, is now just absorbing it in a position of like, I'm also, my boss is my wife, so when I talk to a lot of assistants, I catch up with them for dinners and coffees, they're like, we've been laid off, this and that, and I have these stories, and it's, you know, I don't want to put like a dollar sign on it, but ultimately to live, you want to make money and be comfortable. I work very closely with the interns we have, and even today I just overheard that one of them has 2 job interviews lined up, but it's a different tone, because they're just kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't even know if it's going to be cancelled, rescheduled, whatever. So it's interesting as opposed to like being excited and you know, allowing them to like have that next step and propelling them into the industry. Yeah, it feels different. It's, you know, at a time now where like I may want to start exploring representing music artists and more in that, but that's also like come to a halt because of everything that's happened. But you know, there's still so much to learn, and I feel like whenever I have this new idea, there's just so much still to do. So I just kind of let it happen organically, and yeah, I'm excited. I think there's just still a lot out there, and I'm hopeful. I think I've said everything. It's just, yeah, really cool, and thank you for having me. So yeah.